Poppy K and her bookish thoughts, adventures with ogres and astronauts. Poppy K and her bookish thoughts. Poppy K, subscribe, like, comment and share.
Well, hello, welcome to my vlog. My name's Katie and let's get started. Well, I said in last week's vlog that I had started reading, well, I'd literally just read a couple of chapters, which was yesterday, but last week for you, The Binding by Bridget Collins. Wow, what a book. I mean, firstly, what an absolute stunner. And then, I mean, the end papers, beautiful. And then actual book itself. Isn't that beautiful? Even down to all of the detail on there. Fabulous. Now sometimes when books are like that, sometimes it's style over substance. Not in this case. Not in my opinion anyway. Not in this case. So The Binding, we're following two protagonists, Emmett and Lucian. And Emmett is, or was, a farmhand boy who was born with a gift. He is basically a binder, and we find out in the early part of the story that he is a binder and he's sent away to become an apprentice. I don't really want to give away too much because I actually went into this not really knowing much, knowing probably about that from what I read on Goodreads. But the storytelling, the plot, second to none. Absolutely amazing. It's got a good pace. I wouldn't say it's too fast paced. It's got a very good pace to it. It's not slow, that's for sure. And it's a fabulous book. So basically, what is a binder? So a binder is somebody who takes your bad memories or just bad memories and binds them up in a book, but wipes them basically from your memory. So you don't remember them anymore, but they're in a book which is then locked away. And the binders are the people that make these books. The books in this book are all people's memories, but people don't read books for fun like we do today. So that is basically the premise of the book. That's, you know, it's sort of culminating everyone's memories into books. And it's a fabulous, fabulous book. So as I say, we're following Emmett and Lucian, and it's told through two POVs, which I quite like as well. And also, if you can, I would listen to the audiobook as well, because the performer that does, I can't remember who it is, but the performer who does the audiobook is fabulous. So I listen to a little bit when I'm at work as well. But yeah, that's The Binding. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. If you want to see what else I thought about it, my Goodreads is always linked in the description box below. So I don't know what else I'm going to read yet. I'm probably just going to have a rest for this evening. Hopefully, I'm fingers crossed, hopefully my book that I bought on Depop, the Her Majesty's Royal Coven, gets here tomorrow. If not tomorrow, the next day, because I want to start reading that if it gets here. If not, I'll just have to decide and pick something up. But yeah, I would definitely recommend. Hello everybody, hello. Little bit of an update. I managed to get my book. It came in the post. Love it. Sprayed edges. And of course, it is signed. As I say, I've been listening to the audiobook as well, so I kind of found my place. And I'm on chapter 15 at the moment. I am actually quite enjoying it. I think it, as I say, it takes its time to get going a little bit. Obviously, it needs to build up characters and things like that, because this is the first book in a trilogy. Okay, so this is a book about a coven who protects the crown and the country from magical beings and things like that. So basically, it's a coven of witches. And this is, it's taken its time to get going. I understand that, because this is the first book in a trilogy. The next book is called The Shadow Cabinet, and that comes out, I think it's June 23. So I'm going to read this and then wait for the next one to come along. But as I say, I've got this, I was kindly allowed to listen to it on audio thanks to NetGalley, so, and also Harper Voyager. So thank you very much to the publishers and to NetGalley for letting me listen to it. So I've actually bought the book as well, so I kind of do a little bit of both. I listen to it a little bit at work, and then when I come home I'm listening to that. But as I say, I'm just about, I'd say about a quarter in, so hopefully I can get this finished. Maybe not today, I might get it finished today, possibly tomorrow, and then I don't know what I'm going to read after that. Well, actually I am reading another book by Kirsty Logan, and Kirsty Logan, just FYI, she wrote The Grace Keepers, which I thoroughly enjoyed, and I want to do a reread of this at some point. But I love this book. I bought this book from, I've had it years and years and years. I think I got it from The Works, but look at that cover. Isn't that gorgeous, underneath the dust jacket? So I picked up this. This is from Kirsty Logan, and also this is one of the very first books I picked up of hers, and it is A Portable Shelter, and it is a book of short stories, and they're really actually quite good. I'll have to reread this as well, and she's a Scottish writer, and I've always liked her writing, so I've already got those two books. But the book that I'm reading is actually one that's going to be released in January, and again that was kindly, I've got an arc of that to read in the next couple of days, so hopefully I'm going to finish this and then I shall get to reading that, because that's a little bit more of a witchy book as well, I think. So yeah, that's basically what my plan is for the next few days. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. The weather's supposed to be quite nice, but I don't know what we're doing, so whatever we do, I'll bring you with us anyway. So I'm going to get to reading this. Well, update on HMRC. I'm 246 pages in, and it's starting to get really good. I also have made up another book cover. This time I made it a bit smaller than the other one. I haven't put an elastic in, but this time I've made a bookmark as well to go with it, so quite pleased with that. So yeah, really enjoying it so far. So I know this is the first book, so I'll have to wait till June for the next one. I can get that one for my birthday. So yeah, really enjoying it. We are off to Croft Castle, so I'm going to take you with us. about my mug? I got it from the charity shop. £1. And it's got a nice pumpkin spice latte in there. I need to get some gingerbread stuff. Anyway, I've just been to the gym and I have literally just finished Her Majesty's Royal Coven, and I must say I cannot wait for the next book. It's probably not something I would have read or what I would have thought I would have read in the past, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. So I'm going to have a shower and then I'll probably come back and do like a little summary. But next I'm reading, I just have to find the thing. I've got something on my Kindle. So, and that was by Kirsty Logan, but I'll talk about that a little bit later. So I'm going to go and have a shower now because I'm pooped. I ended up finishing Her Majesty's Royal Coven, the HMRC. And that reminds me, if you haven't done your taxes yet, the time is coming upon us. Anyway, this is a really good book, actually. I really enjoyed it, and I'm quite surprised that I enjoyed it. We follow 4 childhood friends who are, or who happen to be, witches, and I would say this is a contemporary urban fantasy, so it's set in the present day. It's an adult novel, but it has got quite a unique concept, and it's got a diverse cast of characters with LGBT at the heart, and that is what I think I found so unique about this book, and why, actually not why I was drawn to it, because I really wasn't that sure. I knew there was kind of like gay love relationships and things like that, but I didn't realise it was as much as it was, and it tackled as many issues as it did, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. As I say, the next book that comes out is the second in the series, comes out in June. I think I've said that about 3 times already, but I just want to say a very big thank you to NetGalley and HarperCollins for allowing me to listen to the audiobook that I was kindly allowed to listen to from them. So thank you very much. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I would say if you have the book and the audio, I think it's a really immersive experience, and I think you would enjoy it immensely. So I gave this 4 stars, only because some areas it did read a little YA to me as opposed to adult. I mean, there is a lot of swearing and things like that, so that's why I would believe that this is probably adult. But apart from that, this was a great book. And if you're looking for something a little bit different, with a little bit of a twist and a nice unique story, this is your badger. Hello. Well, I thought I'd give you my final update and then I'm going to end the vlog. Firstly, my head is all over the place because I keep putting things down and I can never remember where I've put them, and it's really getting to me. I had a black beret. I've put it down somewhere and I can't find it. If you followed me on my fashion channel, this beret always gets lost and then found, so hopefully I'll find it again. I don't know what I've done with it, but anyway, that's beside the point. I ended up reading Now She Is Witch by Kirsty Logan. It was a really good book. I thoroughly enjoyed the writing. Basically, we follow 2 protagonists, one called Lux and one called Elsie. Elsie? I think it's Elsie. We follow their story obviously throughout the book. I don't want to say too much because there are quite a few spoilers sort of immediately, and I don't really want to spoil it for you, obviously. This book comes out, I'll put the date down here, and as I say, it's by Kirsty Logan. Kirsty Logan is known, I would say, quite a lot for her poetry and things like that, and her short stories. So obviously I've read The Grace Keepers by Kirsty Logan, and I loved that book so much. I think her novel writing is so atmospheric, descriptive, her imagery, everything. It's just so, it's superb. It's superb. And I thoroughly enjoyed this book. It didn't take me long to read it. And if you want to see what I thought about it, my Goodreads is always linked in the description box. If you love something that's witchy, got a bit of atmosphere to it. There's a little bit of winter in there as well, so it's still quite, you know, if you like to read in season, so to speak, it's still a good time to read it because we're starting to get a little bit chillier. We're kind of in that no man's land, aren't we, between spooky season and Christmas. November's a bit of a funny one, isn't it? But I still like to keep the autumn going until sort of after Thanksgiving. Not that we have Thanksgiving here, but I kind of like to leave it that way. So it's, if you want a autumn still book, because obviously we are still in autumn, aren't we? Because the winter solstice isn't until 21st of December. So anyway, I'm really going off on a tangent there, aren't I? So it was a really good book, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. As I say, if you want to see what I thought about it, I'll put it in my Goodreads, and I think it comes out in January. I don't know, but anyway, as I say, I'll have put the date on there anyway. But yeah, so that's it. That's all I'm doing. I've got my little bit of atmosphere. It's actually Thanksgiving on there. I'm going to see if I can find this flipping beret. Never mind. I will see you on the next one. Have a great day. And I hope you are well. That's it. I'm going to go now. Bye! Just moving stuff off my chair to do some editing. Guess what? Found it. Right, I am going now. Bye!